Oh yeah, I look like a complete weirdo. You gotta get the angles.
You look the coolest. I just want to say that right now.
Okay, cool. As long as I look cool, we're good. Give the people what they want. Point of view driving, I got you. I look weird, I got you. Well, let me know what he says. What is he looking?
He was looking.
He was?
He was looking. No facial expression changed.
Just looking.
Just, yeah.
Oh.
Just like, oh, well, he must be doing something.
Yeah. Just driving like everyone else. Alright guys, so I'm on the street now driving. Oh gosh. Got a yellow light. You guys asked for some point of view driving, so I want to give it to you. So I have a GoPro on my head and I look ridiculous. My girlfriend's laughing at me. So I'm headed over to one of my spots that I like to film at, and I'm just gonna record a quick video and talk to you guys, basically a one-on-one, and we're just gonna talk about why you guys should own a 2013 or 14 Mustang. I guess S197, but specifically the 2013 or 14 Mustang, because I think these are the best Mustangs ever made. So I'm gonna drive, do a couple quick pulls, and basically I'll see you guys over there. Gotta wait for that car to clear, and then we'll go ahead and hop on the freeway and head over to our spot. Alright, so this douche wanted to come out right in front of me. That was cool. And go 65, which technically is the speed limit, but I was going 1 mile an hour over that, so I was coming in pretty hot. Now I'm just gonna cruise on over because I don't really have too many more opportunities to make a pull. So that's pretty much all you get, and this guy kind of ruined it for you guys, so it's alright. Just up to the speed limit. That's it. Do I have red marks on my forehead from the GoPro? Oh yeah, kind of. Alright, so I just made it over to my spot where I really like to make some videos, and I just want to talk to you guys about why the 2013 and 2014 Mustang GT, I think you guys should buy them, and I think you guys should buy them now because I feel like one day they're going to be a collector's item. One of the main reasons why I feel like you guys need to get a 13 or 14 is because they've pretty much perfected the rear taillights in this year. Only the 13 or 14s had these, which is basically the ring, and they're full LED. And when they're off, which should happen here in a second just because I just opened the door. When they're off, they're nice and tinted, and basically that's completely stock. So there's no layers of tint over that. It's just that awesome, and it kind of blends in with the black paint. So that's a big reason why you guys should definitely look for a 13 or 14 if you're in the market for S197. One of the other reasons why I feel like you guys should get a 13 or 14 is because the 1314 GT500s came with quad tips. So if you guys do the rear diffuser conversion like this one, then you can run the quad tips. I feel like those taillights and this quad tip, this basically just makes the most aggressive rear end. And then if you do a Fred's Parts deck lid, it just cleans it up and makes it so much more modern. And I think this is basically the best rear end that they ever made on a Mustang. This may be controversial, and a lot of you guys that have S550s might disagree because it's a completely new design, but the way I see it is I see the 1314 being like the 69 to 70 fastback, where in like 30 years or so, this one's gonna be the one everyone wants because it's got those small additions that just make it just so clean and everything just blends in so well. Bringing it into the front end with the lighting package, I feel like this right here is basically why you want a 13. It's because it has the 2 bars, and everyone wants to do this. They even retrofit them. But the Mustang on the 2013 to 2014 comes with this stock with HIDs. When I was looking for cars, I almost actually got 11 or 12 because I think the front ends are a little bit more aggressive. They have harsher lines, but the only thing is it was very, very hard to find an HID car. And if I was gonna buy a Mustang, it had to have HID headlights. Seems like every 11 through 12 that's not a GT500 or California Special basically had the reflector housing, and I did not like that look. They're LED fog lights. On the other ones, they're the yellow halogen stuff, and I just do not like that look. This is completely factory, so these 2 colors match perfectly. They're nice bright white. For the GT, I think it's iconic to have the fog lights, so that's why I did not want to get rid of these at all. A lot of people do the GT500 grille, but the GT500 has the fog lights in the bumper, which this one does not have, which in the long run would probably mean that I have like a more GT looking GT, because the GT is the only one with those fog lights in the grille. The California Special has them in the bumper, and the V6 doesn't even have them. So basically this is the only GT special-ish front end. Now, components and reliability wise, I think the 1314 is basically the perfect one, in the sense that in 11 or 12 they had the 5.0 for the first time, and they had a couple issues with them that they later fixed in the 1314s. 11s or 12s actually had a cylinder 8 misfire, I guess, which was pretty common if you had boost and all that, which also a lot of people contribute to being the first years for tuners with the 5.0. So it was a lot of the tunes that were messing it up. In 13 or 14, they actually added like 8 horsepower because of like the oil squirters or something like that. So the 5.0 and the 1314s is 420 horsepower completely stock. And I think that's just a really good number, because then when you go into the bosses, which a boss, if you can find a boss, go ahead and get that, because they're fully forged internal. The transmission is the only downfall on all 5.0s. It has an MT82, which, talking with other people, the MT82 really isn't that bad of a transmission. It's just, I feel like people overuse the transmission. So what I mean by that is they go ahead and take a stock 5.0 Coyote and they'll go take the MT82 to a drag strip. They'll launch it at 5,500 RPM and basically blame Ford for why it broke. And that's just not what the GT was made for. The GT is a grand touring car, so it's meant for just eating up highway miles and stuff like that. If you want to go ahead and do that and do it stock, go buy a GT500, which has a TR6060, and there's a reason why Ford put that transmission into that car. However, Ben Calamer, he's a big guy on MT82s, and that's the guy that actually I found out about the Amsoil cocktail that I put into my car. But that guy, he can build them, and he actually just got some G-Force gear sets in, so he can completely build your transmission for like 3,100 bucks, and then you'll have a 1,000 horsepower capable transmission, all from an MT82, which everyone claims is terrible. So another downfall though, that's across the board on 5.0s, but you can easily fix, is the clutch. On higher RPM shifts, whenever you're really giving it everything you have, basically, you're gonna have a little bit of pedal feel feedback. So what it's gonna feel like is kind of like ABS. If you've ever had ABS kick back at you, it's basically the pedal gets a little bit shorter and it pushes back. The way that you go around and fix that is you just upgrade the clutch and get a stainless steel braided line. You cannot beat the sound of a 5.0, so if you're thinking about getting a V6, or if you're thinking about getting an EcoBoost or something like that, 100% go with the 5.0, because there is just nothing that can beat this car with its sound, the torque, and the modifications you can do to it. I think the Mustang is actually one of the most modified cars ever, and it's the only muscle car that's been out since it started all the way through without canceling itself. If you're in the market for a 5.0, what I would highly suggest for you to find is a track pack, and what the track pack comes with is the Brembo brakes. These give so much more confidence whenever you're driving and braking, because this car is pretty heavy. I think with full interior and everything like that, the car is just over 3,400 pounds, which is not light by any means. So you're gonna have a lot of weight that goes really fast trying to come to a stop, and the power stop brakes and the Brembo brakes that I have on my car, I don't even have to worry about it. I actually sometimes scare my girlfriend because she doesn't think I'm gonna be able to stop in time, but I always do. So recently I've been really going hard on Instagram, and I've been taking a lot of cool photos, and my friends have been taking a lot of cool photos of my car. And I just want everyone to go ahead and follow me on Instagram, because these photos are basically the most fire photos you've ever seen of this car. My friend Kevin just did a big full shoot, and I'll be posting those throughout the week. So I'll have my Instagram down in the description below, so go check that out. And also, like I said before, I respond to all those DMs. A lot of you guys have actually asked me about the deck lid, about my exhaust, my wheels, tires, everything. So I always answer those, and I love talking to you guys. I even had one guy come and try to buy my car today, so I had to decline him, obviously, because this is a lifetime car for me, and I don't think I'll ever sell it. After looking at a ton of cars when I was on the market for Mustangs, and also my mom having 3 Mustangs, I know quite a bit about them. I mean, I'm not like a super professional where I know every single thing about them, but I know quite a bit. So if you guys have questions, for sure DM me. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up right here. If you guys enjoyed, please comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright, so I just ended the vlog, but as I was trying to go, I killed my battery by leaving on the lights and showing it off to you guys. So I think also I had the AC running while I had the key like on, but not the car on. So basically my battery's died. I'm waiting on a jump box right now. So just keep that in mind whenever you're trying to show off your car. Turn it on and let it idle if you're gonna do something electronic, because I'm learning the hard way.